Hey everybody, I am out here about to harvest these potatoes that I've grown in these grow bags. Now, if you looked at my previous video, my first time growing potatoes, I grew them in a raised bed. And the foliage on the potatoes look like this. Now, these look like some Yukon Golds. My neighbor actually gave me a bag of potatoes, some seed potatoes, and I just went ahead and planted them. And I don't know if it's the soil or what, but they've looked a little scraggly like this the entire time. I don't ever remember them being full and lush. One plant already died. I filled them up higher, and I think I just want to go ahead and pull these because that's hubby back there in the background. All that noise you hear was him. He's mowing. But it is the second week, just about the second week in July, and I want to go ahead and pull these because I think I'm going to go ahead and put the Korean sweet potato slips that I have in these grow bags, just because I have them by the cucumbers and they are not companion plants. I didn't think about that. Sometimes I just stick plants where I have an empty space, but yeah, probably should do some research. They just have similar pests, and they have similar nutrient requirements, so and they can get similar diseases. So I've got my Miyazaki sweet potatoes growing in a tub, and then my volunteer Okinawa blue potatoes, they just regrew themselves. I guess I left one in the bed, so I'm gonna have some of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these because I don't know what I'm gonna find. So anyhow, let's get started. Okay. Well, I had to stop that endeavor because that entire bag was full of ants. So now I've got to take care of the ants, and then I'll get back to pulling. All right, ants taken care of. Now I'm going to start moving some of this dirt into my wheelbarrow. I think I'm gonna dump this bag out. When I dig down into it, the dirt's a little bit compacted, and if there's tubers at the bottom, if I keep shoveling, I'm afraid I might damage some. I've already found at least two that are rotted, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna dump it out. So let's see what's in there. Well, out of that first bag, I got 10 potatoes. Now I planted 4. So I really didn't get that much of a harvest this time. And the dirt doesn't smell all that great either. There is some manure in there, so that could be part of it. But I'm also concerned about maybe it was trapping water, which caused a couple of my potatoes to have some rot on them. So all right, let's tackle the second bag. There's only 3 plants in there, so I think I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna dump it over because I don't feel like being bothered. right, so there you have it in the second bed. I planted 3 seed potatoes, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 potatoes out of it. So 17 potatoes from what did I say? 17 potatoes from 7 plants. Okay, I guess that's not too bad. I don't know. I'm not too impressed, but you know what? We also don't eat a lot of potatoes. I had way more potatoes last year than what we can use. And it's July, so I still have time to plant a second harvest. So this is considered an early harvest. So what I may do, if I want more potatoes, I can plant all through July and end up with a harvest in the fall. So, you know what? I don't know. I guess it's not a fail. And I'm not sure if I like these grow bags, guys. I'm gonna go away from, walk away from where he's mowing. But it's about trial and error and knowing what works for you. Tell me how much success that you've had growing potatoes in bags. Like I said before, I had a I had a pretty good size, well anyway, look at my previous video, and I have like a 4x8 size raised bed that I planted my sweet potatoes in previously, and I planted a lot of seed potatoes then. So I'm not even sure how many you should get per plant. So maybe I got just the right amount for what I had planted. But leave a comment. Let me know what are your tips for growing in bags. It seemed a little wet at the bottom. They're supposed to be really good, these bags, about draining water. So seemed a little boggy to me, and it smelled weird. So I don't know if that was because the potatoes were rotten. A couple of my potatoes were rotten, or it was just because of the soil. So it's hot. I'm gonna sit down and relax. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. What are your tips for growing potatoes in bags and grow bags? And because I'm interested. I want to conserve space, even though I have plenty of space, but I like to maximize my space, and I don't need as many potatoes as we have. As you know, I'm growing a lot of sweet potatoes now, and we eat those more so than we eat white potatoes. So but I still like to have a nice white potato every now and then. So be well, be blessed. I hope you had a nice 4th of July holiday. This is a great weekend to relax. We're doing yard work because the grass just keeps growing and life doesn't stop. But we're happy to do it because this is what we love. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.